Is in Bromley. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm good, thanks.
Good.
How are you?
I'm all right, thanks. What are you thinking? How's Bromley, by the way? It used to be my neck of the woods.
Bromley's not too bad.
Yeah. Is the Glades open yet?
I'm not sure, but I haven't come to talk about Bromley.
Oh, well, that's good. We can talk about that anytime.
Yeah. I was previously listening to your call with Emmanuel, and I just had to come and tell you that I'm struggling to understand what kind of message you were trying to put across when you were on with him.
I wasn't trying to put across a message. I was trying to have a conversation.
Because you're asking questions in a very particular kind of way. And so I was just wondering, what are your views exactly on the idea of defunding the police?
The idea of defunding the police is palpably a ridiculous idea by any intellectual measure.
Okay, explain that, please.
Well, you want me to explain the status quo? Is that not more for you to explain why you want to go against convention and what we have at the moment?
Because I don't really think you were opening your ears up to understand what we're fighting for.
I don't know if you know what you're fighting for, Rhoda. I don't think there has to be a fight, is my point.
Obviously, it doesn't have to be a fight, but when you have people completely discrediting our movement without even knowing what they're talking about.
Which movement are you talking about?
The Black Lives Matter movement. All Black Lives UK is the people that I'm...
Well, do Black Lives Matter? Absolutely. Is there racism? Absolutely. Is there areas of inequality? Absolutely. If I was black, would I stand more chance of getting pulled over if I was driving around Bromley Ring Road? Absolutely. So I get all of that. Is there an issue that is so seismic that we have to defund our police force? Absolutely not.
Are you blind?
What am I blind to? What is going on in life that is
and institutional racism that is just so encompassed by the police force?
By the police, it's seismic, it's institutional, it's ongoing. I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, but I'm assuming that's the kind of thing you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. So what if I told you that isn't the case most of the time?
Okay, explain.
Well, if I explain to you that most police officers do not have any track record of any of the above, they've never encountered, have no rap sheet, no accusations of anything that you're talking about, and that would account for probably about 95% of all police. And that would be a good example as to why perhaps there's a disproportionality in what you're talking about here.
So am I saying defund police officers? No. I'm saying defund the police. The police force that is racist. The institutional racism... The
police force isn't racist. What do you base that on?
The fact that the stats that I don't even need to repeat because I know you've heard them and you're choosing to ignore.
But which stats are you talking about? Are you talking about the fact that
black people are 8 times more likely to be stopped and searched?
Okay, depending on which area you're in, those stats do differ. But I just said a second ago, I'm not disputing the fact that has been the case. We can look forever and talk about, has that got better? The answer is absolutely it has. Is it work in progress? Absolutely it is. Will we sit here in 10 years' time and we will have addressed this to everybody's satisfaction? Probably not.
So what's your point?
But you keep asking me what my point is. I'm concurring with the fact that there are issues. I don't think we have enough issues. The idea that we have a racist police force. I mean, this is kind of like you've imported some kind of Minneapolis fever into Bromley. I mean,
racist.
Say again?
Full stop. The institution that is the police force.
Do you not have any, Rhoda, do you not have any idea of how, and I say this respectfully, how stupid that phrase sounds in the 21st century? That we have a racist police force. The institution is racist. You're talking as if the weight of the world is on your shoulders and the agreement comes with it. And it doesn't. That isn't an experience that most black people have that I speak to. It isn't the experience that most other people have in any other ethnic capacity.
But so you're saying that because the majority of people don't feel it, it's not valid?
No, I didn't say that at all. I said most.
But that's what you just said.
No, I said most.
You just said most black people wouldn't agree with that, and therefore your point...
I said most black people I speak to.
You just called my idea stupid.
Yes.
Therefore, you're saying that because the majority of people...
But I think, because it doesn't withstand the test of truth, Rhoda. It doesn't stand the test of truth.
You are saying that's because the majority of people don't agree with this idea that you've got in your head. No,
it's not an idea I've got in my head. It's a fact. It's just a fact of life that we do not have an institutionally racist police force.
And you're saying that, and I'm saying something different.
Yeah, you're saying something different, but you're basing it on a feeling rather than facts.
On a... Are you actually hearing yourself?
No, I could throw the same question back to you. Believe me, this is like an Alice in Wonderland world. Are you an actress playing the part of Rhoda? That's what I'm interested in. Is this conversation real, or did somebody set you up to it?
I mean, I don't know. It depends what route it goes through. If we start talking about the Matrix, then maybe it's not. But that's not.
No, well, you see, that throws us all into another dimension, doesn't it? Look, I simply don't believe Rhoda. I said at the outset.
Are you a white man?
Am I a white man?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm whitish, yes. I'm sure there are whiter people than me. But ethnically, I am a white man. Yeah, that's on my passport, I think.
What do you think? Okay.
Well, I don't know whether that box is on your passport. That's why I said.
So me as a black woman,
yeah,
I am telling you about what I have seen, what I have read, and what I've researched.
Okay. Now,
and you are now invalidating what I am saying.
No, I'm not invalidating your experience. I can't invalidate your experience.
Did you not call me stupid? Did you not say what I was saying was stupid?
Yes, I said that. Yes, when you said that the police was racist. Yes, yeah.
So are you not invalidating what I'm saying?
Listen, you're not Andrew Neil, mate. You don't. There's not a yes or no thing here. Well, sometimes you have to embroider an answer.
I was asking you a question. I didn't want you to avoid it.
Yeah, I'm not saying everything you've said is stupid. Is my point. I said that what you said about the police force being institutionally racist is stupid.
But it's not.
But it is, because you have no evidence for it other than your desire to want to believe it. It's a weaponizing racism thing, isn't it? That's the problem with this debate, that nobody can get down off each other's shelves and say, do you know, what if there's something in the middle here that might actually look like a bit of truth, rather than these seismic catch-all phrases like the entirety of the police force by definition is racist. I mean, demonstrably that is not true, Rhoda. I can't believe you actually believe that.
I can't believe you're not understanding what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is I understand that not every single person that joins the police force, I know not every single one of them is going to be racist. I'm saying the institution, the thing that the police force is itself, like...
So just having a police force is racist?
No. Oh my, no. What I'm saying is that basically the police force has been built off racist ideals, because that is what our world has been built off. And if you've done your history, you'd understand that.
Well, it depends. If you want to angle history in a certain way... Look, listen, confirmation bias is a curious beast, Rhoda. If you want to make it fit, I promise you, you will make it fit. You can make any argument fit to suit your own belief. The idea that the police force was built on a racist ideal is nonsense. You know that's nonsense. So back in the day when Robert Peel were chasing folk around with their little whistles and sticks, there wouldn't have been many black people in town, I would imagine, back then, let alone anything else.
Back when? Back
when the police force began.
Do you know what year that was?
You tell me.
I was asking you.
I just said you tell me. What, is it, are we in a pub quiz now?
No, I'm asking you because I don't know, so educate me, because you're saying back then not very many black people would have been about, so I'm assuming you know what time you're talking about.
Well, I would say it was probably somewhere in at the beginning of the 18th century, something like that, 1830, I don't know, I'll take a guess. 19th century.
Okay. Well,
do you think it was built to chase black people?
To chase... Did that ever come out of my mouth? Where have you got that from, please?
You said the police force was based and constructed it was based on
around chasing black people.
Well, you said it was constructed for that reason. You said it was constructed for that reason, around racial parameters.
I said the majority of things that control us were built from racist foundations.
Control who?
What do you mean, control who?
All of us? Just you?
Control
just non-white people? Who are you representing here?
Do you know what institutional racism is?
I'm aware. Yes, I'm absolutely aware of what. I mean, you're going to say to me, "What is it then?" Aren't you next?
No, I'm not. No, I'm just asking you. I'm just simply asking.
I understand what people set out to try and achieve when they conclude that a company or an institution is institutionally racist. I get the point behind it. It can involve. It can involve
by using the word itself.
Say again.
You just tried to define a word by using the word itself.
I decided to define it by